Have you ever found yourself staring temptation in the face, knowing it's wrong, but still feeling drawn to it? Sin doesn't come dressed in horns and fire. It often shows up wrapped in pleasure, disguised as freedom, and whispers things like, just this once, or no one will know. But let's get real, sin is a trap, a clever one. And if you don't run from it, you might find yourself stuck in something you never meant to stay in. So why should you run away from sin? Because sin never gives what it promises. It promises thrill, but leaves you empty. It promises satisfaction, but leaves you craving more. It promises freedom, but locks you in chains. At first, sin feels good, let's not lie to ourselves. That's why it's tempting. But slowly, it begins to cost you your peace, your relationships, your sense of purpose, your connection with God. Sin is like a thief that steals in silence. One moment, you're laughing and enjoying the moment. The next, you're carrying guilt, shame, and regret. It doesn't knock at the door, it sneaks in, quietly, and takes over before you realize it. That's why the smartest move isn't to argue with it, or flirt with it, or try to manage it. The smartest move is to run. You don't sit down for tea with a lion. You run. You don't entertain a fire in your hands. You drop it. You don't make deals with darkness. You choose the light. Because here's the truth. You are more than the moment. You were created with purpose, on purpose. And sin, it's trying to rob you of that. It wants to dim your light, dull your joy, and derail your future. Think of the people who once stood tall, respected, admired, full of potential. But they fell. Why? Not because they weren't smart, but because they didn't run from what they knew would destroy them. The wisest people in history weren't just strong, they were humble. They knew their limits. They knew when to say no and when to walk away. Or better yet, when to run. And guess what? Running from sin doesn't make you weak. It makes you wise. It's not cowardice, it's courage. The kind of courage that says, I won't trade my purpose for a moment of pleasure. The kind of strength that says, I'm not going to sell my soul for approval or attention or quick relief. So if you're standing at the edge of temptation today, if something is calling you away from your values, your peace, your God, I don't negotiate. Run. Run like your future depends on it. Because it does. Run like your soul is at stake. Because it is. Run not out of fear, but out of love. Love for your purpose. Love for your future. Love for the God who's already given you a way out. Sin might chase you, but it can't catch what's running toward truth. And when you run from sin, you're not just running away from something. You're running toward something better. You're running toward freedom, toward peace, toward grace. Don't flirt with danger. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel.